I guess I should sit with Lindsay, right?
I'll sit with
your
Ryan.
boy? Your boy and your boy?
I just had to find a place for my personal security.
I just sat on my microphone.
My bad.
Can I sit by your wife?
Hello, Michael.
Hello. Hi, Gavin. We're back.
Hiya.
We didn't go very
So,
far.
did everyone just stay here since the last panel?
Has anyone moved? Gavin and I peed.
Raise your hand if you left. Oh, they wouldn't be here, would they?
Does anyone need to go to the bathroom before we get started?
Millie?
You have 5 minutes.
She's good.
They thought about that before we left, so.
Why you stood up?
I just sat for an hour.
You're making me uneasy.
It's a superiority complex. He feels like he's better than us.
He's gonna
I am
kick. He's
better.
gonna kick my drink over. I know it.
Yeah, he is.
You know, you can look at somebody and you're like, "That's the asshole." Yeah. The asshole right there.
I
Hey,
had
what's
that
up? We're a group called Achievement Hunter. Some of us are also other things. But when we come together, like a retarded Justice League, we are Achievement Hunter. So we have prepared 0 for you for the next hour, as is typical for us.
It's sort of tradition at this point, right?
Yeah, it's kind of set the
We've
expectations low.
assembled here, like our human bodies.
That's true. We flew across the goddamn world for you. What did you do for us?
And we didn't bring Jack. So.
You're welcome.
I heard cheers and booze.
Christmas came
Split.
early for you guys. So if you guys want to talk or whatnot, we can do that. If you have any questions or insults.
Hey, let's just
Or what have
no
you.
shitty questions, right?
Well, now
Well-
you're just guaranteed nothing but shitty questions.
Michael, what would you define as a shit question? Can you give an example?
Dude, I would do this. I can give an example. If an American would ask it, it's a shitty question.
I think we're safe for the most part.
Yeah. So be as Australian as possible, if you could please. And please grab a seat. You too. We're not gonna get started till you guys are good. Are you guys good? All right, we're good.
Nice.
I don't know. Dude with the microphone out there somewhere.
Yeah, microphone guy. Yeah.
He's over here.
Dude, Bernie was like giving you instructions. You go get whoever you want.
Yeah.
You know how to
Free
do your
format.
job better than we do.
Yeah. Pick somebody that doesn't even have their hand up.
My question is for Lindsay.
Hello.
Which terrible Australian animal did you encounter to get that?
His name is Michael Jones.
Guys, 'cause
That's dark.
spousal abuse is not a laughing matter.
No. Honestly, it's just me, my clumsy self, and I fell on my face. But you guys might or might not see that footage in the future. Either way, that's about it. I'm a
Lindsay
klutz.
knows to always get injured on camera.
Yeah.
As long as we got the shot.
It made for an annoying afternoon, but a great story for the rest of your life.
It did, yeah. And I get to talk like a pirate today and be like, hey, what's up? Hi, everybody. Cool.
And we got to experience the joy of the Australia healthcare system.
Your healthcare system is amazing compared to
Sure.
America. You guys got it down.
90 minutes. We were in and out of the hospital.
And
90 minutes.
It cost
90
you.
minutes?
It cost you less money than doing it in your own country.
Less. It was like 100 times less. It was $150.
That's it, yeah.
Well, how much was it for you when you went to the emergency room?
I went to the emergency room because I had chest pains, which basically turned out to be nothing. They ran a bunch of tests. It was America. I was there for 5 hours. The bill was $10,000.
Yeah, but
off
you
yet?
only paid
No,
like
well,
20,
insurance. I only
right?
had to pay
Yeah.
$1,200.
I had to pay one time, my daughter, Millicent there, she's, all right, listen. She thinks this is normal for 10-year-olds, because people like you. She fucking chipped her teeth one time at a restaurant, and I took her to the emergency room because she started acting weird. And they said, go to a dentist, that'll be $1,000 out of pocket.
So you spent $1,000 for someone to tell you to go to a dentist.
I certainly did. And it was the children's hospital right by our office. So, fuck those guys.
Come see my mom. She can
No,
help you
no,
out.
actually don't. They're nice people, right? Aren't we friends with them now?
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is like the whole extra life thing. We
Yeah,
do.
yeah.
Raise
Yeah, we
lots
have
of
a
money.
sponsorship
Saving
deal.
kids
Yeah.
and stuff.
I may have gotten tased for that children's hospital.
That's true.
Look, you just made a donation you weren't expecting to make.
Yeah, that's true. They didn't need the money, trust me. Okay.
So this is a question to Geoff. So how far do you think in front in terms of your game content? Because you guys are always split apart, you all got different things going on, you have a lot of games to think about. How do you decide what games to decide? How far do you think in front of you? Yeah.
So I don't know if it's just that you're Australian or that it's not loud enough, but I have no idea
How
what.
far ahead do you plan content?
Oh gosh,
Games and stuff.
really far.
Based on what's coming out.
Perfect example, like when I landed, Geoff has been emailing me to coordinate some stuff, and I landed and I had 23 new emails, and I was like, Jesus Christ.
Geoff likes to go off. He'll wake up in the middle of the night and send like 7 emails, and some of that stuff pans out, and some of it's just like, what the hell are you talking about?
Well, I'm usually half awake. Yeah, I got up at like 4:30 this morning, and I started sending emails to Lindsay about ideas that I had.
Can you explain that idea you had, or you want to keep that secret? Because the idea you were talking about on the bus today was awesome.
Oh,
Kind of early.
It's a little early,
Okay.
but yeah, I will. I'll talk about it. I had an idea yesterday. I woke up, I had a dream, and I woke up from a dream. This is how most of my ideas for Achievement Hunter happened. I woke up at like 4 in the morning because I had a dream that we made a video where we gave everybody $1,500, starting cash in Monopoly is $1,500, and where we gave everybody in Achievement Hunter $1,500 actual dollars, and then they played a game of Monopoly, and the winners got to keep the actual money. And it was a great dream, so I started sending emails at like 4 in the morning, like we've got to make this happen. So I just have to trick Rooster Teeth into giving us all $1,500.
And all we have to do is make the video funnier than your dream, basically.
Yeah. It
And
was a
make
pretty-
sure that Jack doesn't win.
Yeah,
That's
nobody
all we
wants
gotta
Jack to
do.
win. He would retire. He'd be like, oh, I got $3,000.
Well, Geoff,
My ship's come in.
I can buy like 30 burritos with that.
Like, he'd be like, he'd get on the phone like, Katie, it's time to retire. Call your parents. We got a ticket to Australia.
Geoff, being the kind soul he is, the idea behind this is, as he explained to us, he's like, I just want to see how fucking brutal you guys get. Like backstabbing, like it's real money on the line. I want to see you get like actually mad, like friendships ruined. It'll be awesome.
Yeah.
He's like, I want to see who you team up against first. And I naturally said we should all team up against Jack to knock him out first. He might quit if we
He
did
gets
that.
so mad. When real money's on the line, he'd be so fucking angry. Now that we've talked about it, they have to let us do it.
Yeah? Is that how it works?
I think that's how it works.
Put the idea out there?
There's an expectation now. So. What? Yeah. What? Huh? No hotels? Well, so I did some research, sir, and there are only 8 hotels in the game. So if we had 8 people play, chances are nobody would have more than 1 or 2 hotels.
Oh, so we're going like bare. This is true. We have to come up with like a very specific set of rules for this, like which rules we're gonna agree to, what we're gonna abide
I would have
by.
to pull some chance and community
yeah,
cards
I
out
feel like
and
there'd
modify it.
yeah,
Yeah.
there'd be some physical challenges. I think that should be
Absolutely.
incorporated into the game. Maybe a Monopoly partially meets a Charlie McDennis scenario.
That could work.
Maybe some pain. Throw a dart at Gavin.
We could.
I'd do it.
So
Gavin,
anyway,
hit me with a dart.
It depends on when I have the dream, I guess. But no, I look at games that are coming out like over the next like 2 years. But then sometimes you get surprised by stuff like Five Nights at Freddy's just comes out and you're like, oh fuck, and you gotta scramble to put it together. That's the longest answer ever.
Next question. I don't even know where the hell that guy went. Where the hell is he?
Question.
G'day, blokes and Sheilas. Just a question for mainly Geoff, but I guess everyone. Have you done a pub crawl in Sydney, or are you going to?
So no, and no. I am. I'm here with my child, and my wife is not here. So I'm being a very responsible I'm being a very responsible parent this trip. And everybody keeps asking me that question, and they're like, "You want to go for drinks later?" And I'm like, "Oh, I can. I'm being a responsible parent." And they're like, "Oh, yeah, right." No, I really am trying to keep my daughter alive. So in a strange country. So no, not that. This was not a drinking trip for me. I say as I have a little Jack Daniels.
Yeah, when Lindsay and I were at Supernova in 2014, we didn't do it here, but I think it was in Melbourne. We did a pub crawl, which was
Awesome.
insane. I think Hannaby kind of organized it, and I mean, it was hours notice, and there had to be almost 100 people there. We fucked up like 5 pubs.
The
We
best
walked
one-
in, and they were
yeah.
not happy.
Well, the
Like,
best pub was we were there hanging out with all the fans checking out, and then on TV, one of the slow-mo clips comes on, and Michael's filming, and he's drunk as shit, of course, and he's like, Gavin, everyone give it up for my boy! And then
an
everyone in the bar
entire
went,
pub
"Woo!"
cheer for Gavin on television.
It was like the best video I ever got at 4 in the morning.
From time to time, that'll happen. We'll go. I'm gonna tell a story nobody asked me to tell. From time to time, you'll like go into a restaurant or something or a bar, and you'll see like a thing. Like one time, I was listening to political radio, and this is not the story. This is an aside. I I was listening to a political radio show that I like a lot, and they were talking about a Gavin and the Giant Balloon video, and about how they were embarrassed that they liked it. It was really weird. And then they were like, but seriously, fuck Obama. It was weird. But, not though, we really like him. But one time we were walking into a coffee shop, Gavin and I, and we were having a conversation about a video that he had shot. I don't remember what the video was. It was early on in the Slow Mo Guys days. We were walking into the hideout. I don't know if you remember this. And he was like, oh, you haven't seen it yet? And he was explaining it to me. And we're walking past table. He goes, it's like it zooms in on an eye, and it's just like that right there. That's the video. And some guy was just on a laptop watching it. You remember that?
Yeah, it was. I thought it was set up. I thought you somehow set it up and steered the conversation that way, but it was just absolute fluke.
Yeah. And the guy is like, shut up. Watching this video.
Hey guys, this is sort of a question for each of you. What was your favorite Let's Play that you guys made that didn't make it onto the channel?
Mario Party 8 for me.
Yeah.
I don't think we released all of our... Did we release all of our Nintendo Let's Play Mario Party Wii U videos?
As much as we could.
We didn't
yes.
release all the Mario Parties. I think we released all the Super Mario Brothers U, but we just couldn't make any more. I think we got them all out.
In that case, I will say Duck Dynasty.
That
Part of that came out.
Oh,
Yeah, it's in grab.
A
part of it's
very
grab bag, yeah.
neutered part of that came out.
The 17 seconds that could come out of that video came out. Let's just say we played Duck Dynasty after all the controversy with Duck Dynasty had already happened. Apparently, they're not
Do you
great
guys even
people.
know what that is in Australia? It's a bunch of fucking racist, idiot, homophobic hillbillies in America. Yeah. And yeah, we played their game.
Not the point of the show, but it came up outside of the show that they're not great. Yeah. So we had the game, it came out, but basically we didn't want to play it because we didn't want to promote these pieces of shit. So we kind of played it anyway, and about 2 minutes into the video, we just got really vicious about the characters in the game. We're about 3 minutes in, Jeff's like, all right, we need this video to come out. We can't say that. Or we can't say that. All right, fuck it, say whatever you want, it's not coming out. We filmed for like 20 minutes knowing it will never come out, and it's, if I ever, when I get fired, I'll put it out. How about that?
There you go. Is that your insurance plan?
That's just my,
You
like,
got it in like a
line-up.
USB disc in your pocket, and you're like, eh?
No, actually, Trevor already edited it.
Oh, yeah, that's
Yeah.
true. Was that the last question?
I'm surprised your
You go.
answers weren't Magic the Gathering. Yeah, like the first one.
Oh,
it
yeah.
was-
Well, nobody
horrible.
We
liked
did
it. That's
one.
why it didn't come out.
It was a piece of shit.
How about
guys
you
may not
guys?
even remember this. We actually have one more GTA from that hell day where we recorded till like midnight.
Do we?
There's
What was
one
it?
more.
What did we film?
Yeah, what's it called?
The
Oh,
Hell
it was
Day.
like crazy jumps. No, it was a super stunt.
It was
like
another one of the
5.
super stunts, yeah. But we were so done. Plus the Chinese food was like 3 hours later.
The
at that
Hell
point.
Day you're referring to is when we tried to pack. It was like we filmed a lot over the course of a couple weeks before Laser Team. But there was like one final day that all 6 of us were going to be in the office, and we filmed for like 12 hours or something. Just
It was
into the night.
14 hours.
Yeah.
Which doesn't seem like a long time to play video games, but to play video games and talk for 14 hours,
It's a lot.
there's just not that much going on to talk about.
Ryan quit mostly.
Yeah,
Yeah, he kind of killed the energy of it.
it's true.
I just tanked it. Yeah, it was me. Well, I mean, it was the right letters, but I think it was a different person.
It's a shame too, because Ray was really on that day. He was super involved.
Hey guys, love yous. You had Dan Campbell in a Let's Play, and I can't imagine anyone else in the world who I'd rather use having a Let's Play. It blew my mind. I was just wondering who in the entire world you'd want to have on a Let's Play. If you
Dolph
could have anyone.
Lundgren.
Danny DeVito?
Yeah, as anybody, the Dan Campbell, by the way, was a very fucking nice guy, and he was really good it was annoyingly good at football.
He kicked the shit out of
Yeah,
you.
absolutely.
Well, I was on his team.
Well,
but he wouldn't let me play.
proverbial
He'd be like,
you.
you know, Jeff, I'm gonna go ahead and take this.
Well,
this
not
play."
only that, but he'd be just casually in the middle of playing and talking, like, yeah, no, don't do that move, do this move. He was telling.
I don't like the way their free safeties. I don't like the way their free safeties lined up. So we're gonna go ahead and audible. Just hit A and then right. Okay.
Yeah.
There you go. Yeah.
He learned very quickly to stop explaining to you what was happening and just told you what to do.
I've been watching football for fucking 30 years and I had no idea what he was talking about. If you don't know, he's in a really popular band in America called the Wonder Years. They're very good. For me,
All right.
I think
There's
they're
the
over
fan.
there.
He's building an audience.
For me, it would be anybody from the cast of Always Sunny, I think. Yeah. DeVito would be great. Rob would be great.
DeVito would just. I don't know if we could handle him, but I would like that. I would like to be overwhelmed by his presence.
Yeah. Just watch the train wreck. It would be bad. How about you guys?
I'd pick someone like Gervais, maybe.
Dude, I would like for you to meet Gervais and find out what the fuck happened between him and Stephen Merchant.
Yeah, maybe Carl Pilkington too.
Yeah. Those three. It's not good.
Yeah, you guys have been really broken up about that. Do you wanna have,
Apparently, Gavin and Geoff found out that there's some sort of riff.
No, I started doing some research because I read that there's a David Brent movie in production that Stephen Merchant isn't a part of,
Right.
and that seemed weird to me. And then I went down the rabbit hole of realizing that they don't follow each other on Twitter anymore, which is like that's the death of a friendship right there.
That's some high school shit.
That
Official.
is high school drama. That's like you tried to kiss my girlfriend. And don't tell my wife I have a girlfriend. though.
Yeah, no, it's fine.
And then they haven't worked on anything together since like 2011 or
I
something.
think Gavin, he said it's been years. Gavin found out and he was sad that day in the office.
yeah.
He was just sitting there like, I can't believe it.
I was bummed out.
That'll be us.
Yeah.
Some would say it already is.
Question.
Hi, my question's for Ryan and Lindsay.
Hello, my liege.
You can do it.
Sorry, I'm really nervous. So you two both have theatre backgrounds, and I'm a massive theatre nerd myself. So I was wondering, what's been your favourite show to be in or seen?
Like theater production show? Oh man.
Yes.
I directed a performance of Reefer Madness in college. That was my favorite.
Seems super appropriate.
What
for
did
her.
Yeah, I
you
know.
learn from that, by the way?
What's up?
And what did you learn from that show?
I learned that smoking weed is a terrible idea and no one should do it. Also, I learned that Maggie is my best friend. Actually, you might have seen her in a lot of behind the scenes stuff. She works with Ruby now, but she's really my confidant. Kind of the relationship that Michael and Gavin have, I have with Maggie.
So do you do stuff that Michael and I do? Like, do you tap her in the vagina and
Dude,
stuff like that?
yeah, okay. I mentioned that in Let's Plays, and they act like I'm crazy. There's a thing called twat swatting, and it's much like sack tapping. Yeah, but women do that to each other, like sup, and you're like, oh God, why?
Wait,
No.
so you go in from underneath?
No, you tap the clit. You're
just like that?
Yeah,
Don't
just a
say
quick
that.
boop, boop.
Every time that kid starts talking about body parts, I feel so sorry for Meg. She's gotta have by their bed there is a chart, and it's like a sex by numbers.
You do it.
I'll just watch.
How about you? Favorite show?
I was gonna make a Ryan joke, but I
favorite
didn't.
theater show? Is that what are we?
I think that's the question, yeah.
Yes, favorite theater show. Oh God, yeah, I did a bunch of them in college. I think maybe my favorite was one called The Waiting Room, but it's like dark comedies. I loved doing dark comedies back in college.
Surprise, surprise.
Also, I did get to give someone a mammogram on stage.
How was that? Check for lumps?
It wasn't bad.
What, with real tits?
Oh yeah.
Oh.
Not theater tips.
Did your wife know about this?
Well, I
She
mean,
does
I
now.
wasn't dating her at the time, so it's cool.
She was busy with that doctor.
Oh,
That was
right.
That was
the
in her
dump
doctor
phase.
Yeah.
When she left
That's
him.
before she traded down.
That was when Ryan cried himself to sleep every night and begged her to take
Ryan
it
was
back.
like, it's not the same.
Hi. So besides the alcohol, what's your favorite part of Australia so far?
The fact that you're dressed as Mogar.
Took my answer.
The alcohol.
It's just really nice looking. Everything looks nice and new and clean.
Clean is a great
and there's not
It's pretty.
filthy, dirty Americans everywhere. I mean, we're here, sorry. But we're not everywhere, we're a tiny little number. And it just seems, I don't want to use the word deserted because that sounds bad, but it's there's not a person every square inch in the city of Sydney.
Yeah.
Where there's stuff where they just don't build things. They're like, oh, see all that space over there? We're just gonna leave that. There's
That-
not 58 Starbucks in the ocean.
That being said, you guys should investigate the concept of air conditioning. It's phenomenal. And we have it in every building in America.
I think we're kind of spoiled because I've only been to Australia twice, and my only interaction with people from Australia are like you guys. So in my opinion, like the people are the best part. But then again, I haven't interacted at all with like the public of Australia. But I assume they're pretty nice too.
They're pretty nice.
Yeah.
We love feeling like Australians are infinitely more nice than Americans. So thank you for treating us well.
And
Millie and I got to pet a koala. That was really cool.
Was it nice?
It was kind of scary, actually.
It shook her hand.
Like, it was scary, the koala was scary?
The koala was scary. It's got 2 thumbs.
Yeah,
How
no,
many
it's
would
like
it have?
split.
Or does it mean is it 4 thumbs?
On each hand.
Okay, there you go. That makes more
Yeah.
sense. 2 thumbs?
Yeah.
I read that the eucalyptus leaf is so low in nutrition that they have to eat so much of it, and the babies can't even eat it, so the babies have to eat out of the anus of the parent.
It's true. The parents shit out the nutrients, and the baby eats that. You're right about it's like eating iceberg lettuce.
Yeah.
I learned this the other day. They sleep for 20 hours a day.
That sounds awesome.
Well, yeah, it does. Because they get such little nutrition, they have no energy.
By the way, have you noticed that like 90% of the people are dressed like they just jumped off a fashion magazine here?
Yes.
Just walking around on the street?
No.
Slash supermodels.
You should
I'm with
look.
you. Everyone in Australia is hot. Like, I think you all are so attractive.
Everybody,
No one tell Michael.
to be fair, everybody who's not wearing the cheapest black shoes possible and mom jeans to Ryan looks like a movie star.
All right, I have low standards, but they exceed them greatly.
Ryan's like,
this is mainly for Michael and Geoff. What is your favorite Always Sunny either moment or episode?
Whoa.
Yeah, we
Don't
all
make
watch
them
Always
choose.
Sunny. Hey,
I'm sorry.
you guys don't count.
You just derailed the whole thing.
Dude, that's how much time. There's so much time. Oh my God, there's so many episodes.
Pick a season.
The newest has been really good, and the last one, I guess if I'm going like legacy, not counting the brand, because I always love the new episodes, but you need to let it sink in before I really decide. Season 5 is my go-to season.
Season 5 is the go-to season. But you were right, and I'm finding that I can't go back to 2 and 3 now. 4 a little bit, but like I've gotten so accustomed to the new like the evolution of Always Sunny that now I just like 8, 9, and 10 I watch way more. And if I go back and watch like I watched I don't know what it's called. The gang gets kidnapped.
Yeah. Oh, the gang gets trapped.
The gang gets trapped
in the closet.
and I almost couldn't finish it. I was just like,
Really?
Yeah. It was like it felt weird to me.
Sorry, Geoff.
Everybody just felt undeveloped.
I like the Serial Defense
Serial
episode,
Defense
the
is
finale,
great.
with the science bitch. It's a stupid science bitch. That's one of my favorite lines.
That is a great one. I guess
They have no idea what we're talking about.
That's all right.
Yeah.
Gang,
Just like a Let's Play.
Gang reignites the rivalry, maybe. Is a go one. You go to an intervention.
And Danny DeVito is in, if you haven't seen the show, it's one scene. They break into this guy's house who they have a rivalry with, and they're trying to piss him off to get back into the rivalry from 10 years ago when they were like 20. This guy doesn't give a shit. Danny DeVito's hopped up on drugs. He's in their shower. He's standing in the shower with the shower curtain, and he's cutting the shower. And Dennis is like, "What are you doing?" And he's like, "I'm cutting the bottom of the shower so when he's taking the shower, you see his junk." Like, the guy would keep his shower curtain that's cut in half.
Also, he
with your
lives in
penis
it's
hanging
his
out.
house.
Yeah.
Yeah. You guys aren't laughing, but it's very funny.
I assure you.
Hello again.
Hello.
It's not a question. I just want to say if you like Australia and you think Australians are nice, you should come to New Zealand.
Noted.
Oh, shit.
Public opinion is strong.
Well, so you have to leave here at some point, right? You have to go all the way back there.
I will fight every Australian
Don't do
in this
it.
room.
Don't do it.
You're just angry because you can't play rugby.
Stop! You're gonna make it worse!
Damn.
Stop!
I'm gonna tell you guys a secret.
Yeah, you see that new Netflix show, Murder at RTX? Jesus.
See how aggressive they are? We're so nice. We're so nice.
You know,
That being said, I
I've
have
yet to
heard
go.
a tale of a commercial that runs here specifically advising people not to punch each other in the back of the head.
That's true. I saw that. You know, I've never been. I have yet to have occasion to go to New Zealand. I would love to check out your fair country as well. I asked Gus because he goes a lot, and I was like, "What's New Zealand like?" And he told me. So this is Gus Sorolla said
So
this.
it's probably
to me.
very nice.
He said it's like Australia but way better.
Oh, shit.
So take out your frustration on Gus. He traded on you. Okay. You guys are all invited.
Yes. Oh, okay. Oh, it's me? Okay. So one of your guys' most popular Let's Plays, you might say, is the Until Dawn. My question is, if you five, who are on stage right now, took the place of the characters in Until Dawn, how long do you think, how well do you think you'd do in general, and B, how long till Ryan just murders everyone else?
I feel like
feed you to a Wendigo.
I feel like I'd be murdered by a pigeon, like in the opening scene. Like I wouldn't even make it to the cabin somehow.
That bird in the beginning that we killed, the snowball, it kills you.
Yeah, it catches the snowball and stuffs it down my throat and I die.
That'd be a fun scenario.
Yeah.
I'd like to watch, kind of like to watch Achievement Hunter systematically be ripped apart by Wendigos.
I would have gotten to the scary gate and said no, and I would have just gone the fuck home.
Jeff would have been Mike and gotten to the point where he has to make a decision to go left or right, and then he'd just do this until he's dead. And the Wendigo just tackles him.
At least Jeff made it into the game. I would have died like on the way to the cabin. It's like, shit, Lindsay fell and she's dead now. All right, moving on.
Can I sign up? Just go for the Wendigo team? It seemed like they had a lot going for them.
Yeah, you're such a fucking traitor.
Surprise.
That's Ryan's first answer for everything, and its immersion hasn't come out yet. We just filmed it yesterday. Ryan's just like, oh, I'll go in the other team. Screw you guys.
Yeah, I would start by killing, my friends and coworkers.
I'd kill a Wendigo. I'd carve its face off. I'd wear it as a mask, and then blend in as one of them. By the time they found out, I would have already married a Wendigo and fathered Wendigo human children.
Because I know how to blend, and you guys are meat.
Ryan, we'd all be dead, and you'd have nothing. Okay, you'd be sad and alone. Or you'd have men.
And alive.
So, how do you guys feel that thousands of people consider you role models and mentors to them?
I'm sorry.
Disappointed.
Wow.
Just don't.
Real shitty.
Yeah. It's cool. No one should use the word role model.
No.
That's something.
I prefer to think of us as cautionary tales, really.
That's not bad.
I'm okay with being somebody's plan F.
Yeah, I think we should just be cases to learn from and how not to be. So in that way, we are like a reverse role model, right?
We're like the bulimic girl in an after-school special, right?
We do this specifically so
Jack
you don't
isn't.
have to.
No, Jack's not.
It's a fat joke. I called him fat.
Don't throw up. Eat your food.
I see sorry, real quick, there's a GTA, the Ski-Doos that are Ruby themed right there. That's pretty awesome.
Yeah, that's from my heist.
Well done. That is you, Gavin, actually.
Yeah, that's Gavin. That's when we rolled up to the speedboats and they were all, or the jet skis, and they were all ruby colored.
Did we ever make it to the speedboats in my heist? I don't think we did.
What was your heist? Well, I don't remember. What the hell did we do?
I crashed a fire truck into a...
That was
you made it about 3 seconds.
Yeah. Was that the one where you killed Ray in 5 seconds?
Yeah.
Well, and himself.
Well,
that guy fucking hated you.
We always talked about reshooting that one just because it went nowhere.
Yeah, it was the least progress of all the heists, I think.
Dude, Jeremy needs to get off his ass and make one, right?
You need Jeremy heist, yeah.
We haven't done it in a while. We got some loose plans put together. I feel like we'd come together and slap something together.
You created another heist, right? Like you've got one figured out?
Yeah.
I have an element of one. I found a place in GTA that we've never touched. That's pretty cool. Maybe we could take your part and my part and put them together.
Maybe we should have a little drinking session and combine them.
Speaking of that, you're leaving.
Yeah.
We were supposed
I don't know
to...
if everyone knows, but I originally wasn't supposed to come to Australia on this trip because I have to go to Sundance Film Festival to promote Laser Team, which is on Sunday. And I was told that I couldn't come. And then I was sad about it. And then I was told, well, I can come to Australia, but it would be for like a day and a half, and you don't want to do that. And I was like, hell yeah, I do. So I came for a day and a half. So sadly, yeah, it was totally worth it. But sadly, I won't be around tomorrow. Today is my only day. But it was a joy to see you all.
Before you guys get all excited, he only did it for the miles.
Dude, you have so many miles coming here. It's great.
You know, How many miles do you get for a round trip?
It's
Well,
like I
LAX
did
to
the math this
Sydney.
morning. It's like 17,000.
Yeah,
it's like
LAX to-
1,200 to LA, and then a little over 7,000 from LA to
Because
Australia.
I fucking looked at my miles today because they posted, and I only got like 6,200 miles.
Eat shit. I got like
I don't know what.
I didn't
what's
get
going on
any
there.
last time I came, so we're trying to upgrade. I
I
didn't
got
get
like
any miles.
I got like 8,500 or 9,000.
That is fucking nonsense.
Really
the
relevant
question?
conversation.
I feel like we
you guys
skipped the
done?
question.
You want to wrap that up or?
What do you say, Gavin?
Did we even finish the question?
I don't even remember the
Oh.
question.
Yeah, I
We
was.
were saying about drinking.
I
and
was
stuff.
gonna say that we were supposed to plan Minecraft 200 while we were here at a bar, and we didn't do it.
We'll have to go somewhere foreign.
And we can't because you're leaving.
Yeah. I'm sorry.
We are somewhere foreign, idiot. That was the whole point.
Wait, so this is sort of reporting of what Ryan did on the free play panel. So I asked him who would he root, kill, and marry. And,
Root means, you know.
Intercourse?
Gotcha.
Yeah.
I'm familiar,
That
thank you.
thing you still don't understand.
So wait, who did you pick?
Unfortunately, he chose the. Correct me if I'm wrong. He chose to shag Jeremy.
No, that was marry Jeremy.
Oh, marry Jeremy, sorry,
Yeah.
and shag Trevor,
Draco, yeah.
and he'd kill all of you.
I couldn't
Why?
pick one. I
Wait,
didn't
who
want
did
you
you
to
kill?
be lonely. What?
Us, all of us.
All of us?
Well, I mean, I didn't want to just like leave you guys alone and sad. So.
Also, first of all, sir, don't be a tattletale. And secondly, we're gonna have a talk in Austin.
Also, how would Trevor sexually satisfy you? He just comes in his own mouth. He's not going to do anything for you.
But the
He's
arc,
so selfish.
the arc is beautiful.
He'll come in your mouth now, actually. Yeah.
Well, he's not a very good shot, I don't think. That's
That's
why
right.
he keeps hitting himself.
His
He
aim can
does not
improve.
like that joke.
No, he doesn't.
He,
Yeah.
Go
That's
figure.
a joke?
he's offended by that.
Good.
All right. So I have a friend who occasionally
Is it you?
volunteers-
Are you the friend?
You're the friend, sir.
It's
Let's
you.
be honest.
No. I have a friend who occasionally volunteers at the zoo, and yesterday he was fortunate enough to see Geoff out with family, but he wasn't really sure if he should approach or not. So I was just wondering what your guys' opinion is of fans approaching you when you're with family and stuff like that.
Like for me, I'm not really bothered by it. I mean, I'm not with my family that much. I mean, really, it's just I go home a few times to New Jersey a couple times a year, and I'm with
Lindsay is
Lindsay's
your family, Michael.
Well, I was getting to that. I was like, and Lindsay's family, but it really, it doesn't happen that often. Like that's kind of the nice thing about this. Like we come here and there's thousands and thousands of you guys just waiting, but we're losers in real life. Like nobody gives a shit about us. So for the most part, we just go about our day, and if somebody sees us, it's like, oh cool, I'd be happy to sign something. It's usually in the most pathetic, lame, mundane scenarios ever. Like just the other day, I was buying these jeans in Walmart because that's how I roll. And I'm standing there looking at a rack of jeans, and a guy comes up to me and just starts talking to me like a fan. He's like, oh, I can't believe it. I can't believe you're here. I'm like, oh, hey, nice to meet you. He's like, yeah. And he was just kind of like shocked, yet nothing to say. And he's like, oh, yeah. And I was like, just buy my jeans. So, take it easy. He's like, oh.
See, I enjoy
Okay,
it because
bye.
then I get to use it as a tool afterwards. I'm like, oh, cool, I get to meet a fan in front of my family. And then I come back to my family, and I'm like, are you proud of me yet? Did I do you right?
I look at it as you guys pay my mortgage, so I owe you. Yeah. Absolutely, say hello.
Yeah, I have absolutely no trouble if you ever see me, come and say hi, as long as my penis isn't in my hand. Now, that is quite a lot, actually, but if I'm if I'm peeing or something,
Yeah.
it's like, let me finish pissing.
You can
and I'm
wait
good.
outside the bathroom.
Yeah.
That'd be great.
It happens when we're filming shit. I'll look over and Gavin's like messing with his dick. I'm like, dude, what are you doing?
You have to readjust.
It is, I will say, it is pretty funny. There are some scenarios where like Lindsay and I just recently, we went to Six Flags in America with my family. And we met a bunch of fans there that day, and it was awesome. We took a bunch of pictures with them and stuff. And then later that day, I'm looking at Twitter, I'm going through it, and it's like the classic. We were in a restaurant in the park, and there's a photo that someone took of us like across the room, like zoomed in. They're like, I saw them, but I didn't know what to do. And like that's whatever, they took a photo. Like the creepy part of that, really creepy, but like the funny part about it is they took a photo and it's me, Lindsay, and two other people. And they circled me and Lindsay with a red like marker, like, this is them right there.
It's like, no, that was like Kill those two.
That could have been it too. Don't kill us. I don't want to die.
I would say, like, coming over and saying hi is way better than taking a picture at a distance. I was once just stood in an airport leaning on my suitcase, just like browsing my mentions on Twitter. And then all of a sudden, I saw a picture of me in an airport leaning on my suitcase, and I was like, what the hell was it? Where? It was me in that moment.
I like that because it's usually like, Gavin, I saw you.
So
but I didn't want to be weird.
It's more like Gavin, as he always is his phone going, oh, let's see what people are saying about Gavin today. He's so full of himself. Man, it is not hot here at all. Christ.
I've stopped sweating. Thank God.
I just wanted to know what your favorite moment is when you're broken out into song.
I mean, my favorite moment is always like when someone starts it, because a lot of times people start a song and it goes nowhere. I mean, it happens.
Yeah, we edit, so you guys don't see a lot of that.
Yeah, but when somebody starts something, and then like right as they get to the verse or whatever, like to catch, and then 4 people jump in. That's my favorite part.
Like a Paul Abdul recently. That's what I was thinking.
I got 2. I liked Jack and Jeremy doing that fucking Limp Bizkit song.
Oh my God.
That somebody made a video of. And then when we were doing the Let's Build and Ryan busted out in the Oompa Loompa thing, that was, because I never in a million years saw that coming.
Ryan's got some good falsetto.
We actually, if you've seen the video, we just did, Lindsay and I did a Lego Dimensions video with Laura Bailey and Travis Willingham, who are like really, really big voice actors, and like I've been fans of them since I was a kid. And we're lucky enough to film a video with them, and in that video we broke out into the Captain America theme song.
Captain Planet.
Captain Planet.
Friend.
Sorry.
Please.
Sorry. Please forgive me.
Captain America's a theme song?
No, but now
It's
that you
just
threw me under the
freedom
bus, I'll throw
repeated.
you under the bus. She keeps fucking thinking that Captain Planet is
Look.
LeVar Burton.
Look.
He's not Captain Planet.
Look. Some people make mistakes, all right?
He's the black guy in the show.
I'm aware of that now. Thank you.
Wait,
LeVar Burton was in Captain Planet?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
What's his name?
Kwani, I think it is.
I keep thinking
He had the
Haji,
Earth,
but that's
Power of
Johnny
Earth.
Quest.
I've never seen Captain Planet.
Really?
I've seen
Nah, it
Captain
was like
Planet.
a
I had no
fucking-
idea.
I looked at it, even as a kid, I was like, oh, they're trying to trick me into learning shit.
They're not tricking you, Jeff. You gotta watch the whole episodes. At the end, you find out to turn the water off when you're
Yeah.
not using it.
Why do you
or turn
hate
the
the
lights off when
environment?
you leave the room
I
to
mean,
save
at the very
electricity.
least-
I don't need an education. I want to see people kill each other.
At the very least, then you should watch the Don Shield one. You seen that?
The who?
Don Shield?
There's
Don
a Don
Cheadle's
Cheadle.
in Captain
yeah,
Planet?
Yeah. The YouTube video. It's good.
All right.
He's a famous actor.
Yeah.
I know who Don Cheadle is.
Hey guys, firstly I just want to say it's called RTX Australia for a reason, not RTX New Zealand.
Wow.
And my question
right.
is, I just want to know if you could go back in time and redo a Let's Play from any game, which one would it be?
Legends of the Hidden Temple.
Yeah, that's exactly my answer. Legends of the Hidden Tower.
Oh, come on. That went
1,
the
2, and
best
3.
that it could have gone. Let's be honest.
It's true. It's hard to say because like the train wrecks are so good. Like
Jeff remembers
he
it
would change
fondly.
a goddamn thing.
Jeff is still upset about it.
The best part is in that video when Jeff has a mental breakdown at the end of it when referencing how tall Jeremy is. I still have that on my phone, and I watch that on a daily basis. Like literally the start of my clip, because Gavin started filming like 5 seconds before me, so I think your footage actually got used in the video. The start of my video, the frame, is Jeff like, it's him mid-scream. His face is like a tomato. His hair is all over the place. You had the mustache at the time, and it's like fucking twisted all over the place. The video starts, and it's like, ah! That's the start of the video. I watch it all the time.
I like that months later after that came out, we were hanging out at Jeff's house, and that came up like, oh, wasn't that funny, Jeff? Jeff was like, yeah, it was great. It's like, all right, please don't fire me right now.
When I get angry in videos, I'm not often really angry.
Right.
You allow yourself
Right.
to go to that. You're not really mad.
I don't usually shit my pants during 5-night videos.
Gavin
I
does.
was very angry.
We knew how angry you were because Jeff always says this. Like, we'll film a video, he'll have a fit, And then we walk out and we're like, Geoff, you were pissed. He's like, I wasn't pissed. I was just doing a video. I wasn't pissed. We ended that video. He stormed out of the room into the kitchen. He's sitting there. He's just like walking around like this, like, God damn, Lindsay, what the hell was she doing? That was ridiculous. He's like screaming. Gavin kept filming him afterwards.
Yeah.
And Geoff literally was like, don't film this. Don't film this. I don't want this in the video. He was so pissed.
I think after that, like everyone was cooling off, and I went out to get a coffee, and Geoff walked out of Achievement Hunt and bitch slapped the coffee out of my hands. I didn't even do anything.
You were there.
He couldn't do it to me, so he did it to
I got pretty fucking mad at you recently when we did Fishing Jamboree 5 or 4?
We did. But I'll throw this out to the audience that got edited out. I did you a favor because we started Fishing Jamboree, and I may have had a mishap and completely destroyed the entire course when I blew up Caleb's dock with TNT because Caleb's dock does not deserve to be there. But what we found out when we had to stop and fix everything I'd blown up, the fucking game was totally broken, and Matt had to come in and fix it. We had the dock fixed and rebuilt before Matt fixed the game. So we were actually waiting around for like 10 minutes before the dock got fixed. But due to the wonders of editing, it just looks like I fucking ruined everything, and then it just cuts back. And I did ruin a little bit.
Yeah, whatever.
It really surprised me, I'll be honest. I didn't think it would go that
I got
big.
really quiet mad. That's a whole other level of mad when you can't talk. You're just like...
Yeah, you were very quiet, man. I would say if there was any Let's Play that I would redo, I'd probably go back to Rainbow Six, where I accidentally blew up Ray with the doors. And
like ended your friendship.
And I would just blow him up twice instead.
I'm still mad that we lost. Well, I mean, we went through 2 iterations of the Until Dawn finale, but we didn't ever get one that had everything, right?
Oh, yeah.
I'm sad we lost. The face cam was gone on one, and then
clusterfuck of tech problems.
It sucked too because Geoff, and I say it at one point in the video, like, I'm so glad we're face camming this. Geoff was just a fucking train wreck. There's a part where there's Wendigos jumping around and it's motion controlled, and he literally, as soon as it starts, goes, like, threw the controller out of his hands. And we're like, Geoff, what's happening?
There was also a point too where Ryan left the room and then he like banged on the door.
Yeah.
And I fucking lost it.
Geoff jumped out of his seat.
And all that got lost.
Yeah, it's unfortunate. Tech problems, it happens.
I think we probably got time for like 3 or 4 more questions. I think we're running low. So these have got to be like the best questions ever.
Yeah, I've just got 2 quick questions. Are you guys going to do any more Let's Plays in 7 Days to Die?
Ryan?
Yeah, probably. It's come so far since we last played it. It's been a game we've had trouble figuring out what we want to do with, though. So as soon as we get a good idea, we'll probably go
As
back.
soon as Geoff has a dream about it, we're good.
No, it's people request that game a lot, and I'll tell you, we put a lot of time and effort into it, and it's a fantastic game, and there's a lot of possibilities. But we filmed 2 Let's Plays that we never released because we ran out of shit, and we don't want to make bad or media you guys wouldn't have liked it. And you would have been like, oh, well, they fucking went to the well too long on this one.
Yeah,
so
we
left on a
recognize
high note.
like the game has a lot of potential for Let's Plays, and we just didn't hit it with a couple. So.
Sometimes you just don't, yeah. But they've added a ton of shit to it, so hopefully... I think they had problems, right? The new update had issues, and then we...
Well, whenever they release an update, it's I think 13 was what just came out, and then 13.1, 13.2, 13.3, like every day was a hot fix.
Yeah.
I think they've evened it out now.
And the second question?
And has Ryan plotted his revenge for the Shenanigans Part 1, where his gamer tag was changed?
I mean, they still have to put up with me. Does that count?
He thought they were clever, and they tried to remap my Xbox controller like I wouldn't figure it out.
I mean, that wasn't all my idea.
Left
but-
goes right. I go, well, you guys fucked with my controller. Hold on a second, I can fix this.
I was pretty shocked you figured that out pretty quickly.
That's
it could have been, you could have walked in that room and not figured it out for 3 hours. I feel like that was a flip of a coin, and
I wanna
you
say
really
that was-
surprised us.
That was Jack's idea, actually.
It was.
Well, that's why it sucked.
Oh, damn.
I have no idea where the mic is.
I've lost
I don't even know.
Gavin, just throw yours into the
Just
audience.
sea of people.
One more.
God?
It's me. Over here. Over here.
Over
Hands
here
up.
doesn't
Oh,
help.
Hands up waving at you.
Oh,
God damn
way
it.
over there. There's like
Hey.
1,000 hands up.
Sorry. First thing, this chick is a people like grapes tattoo.
That's
I'm sorry.
Wow. Gav, you have to pay that
That's
guy for
amazing.
that.
Give her a high five at least. Secondly, are you guys stoked for the division like I am?
The Division.
The Division.
Yeah.
I'm excited.
I'll play it. I'm not
haven't-
freaking out over it.
I haven't seen a lot of it.
I'll be honest, like, especially for me, unless it's a game that I'm really excited about, like a franchise I play a lot, I try not to look at as much as possible because on one hand, like, I love video games and I play them all the time in my spare time, but on the other hand, like, I try and save as much of that genuine reaction for the Let's Plays because that's what we do. So on one hand, for some games, it's good to like play and learn and kind of get the grasp of the game and stuff like that, but for other stuff that's like wacky or wild, like especially games like that Gavin and I would play on Play Pals, we look at it as little as humanly possible because if there's something funny, if there's something that we had no idea was going to happen, we're going to laugh our ass off, I mean, we're not going to do it twice, you know? It's not going to happen again naturally. And faking something is like the worst thing ever to have to do that.
There's been a lot of trailers that we've been watching to see if we want to do a Play Pals, and we'll watch like 15 seconds and be like, all right, turn it off. That's enough. We'll do it.
Okay, it's good.
You guys have no idea how many times we'll have this like great, amazing first reaction in a video to a game, and then we have a tech problem and we lose it and you can't recreate it. And sometimes we just don't play the game because it's like we just do a bad job of what we knew existed. Yeah.
We got one more? One more? We time for one more? One more?
One more.
One more.
Uno más. I thought he was gonna throw the mic. That would have been awesome. Here you go.
Make it count.
Do you guys feel bad for leaving Jeremy alone with Jack?
Fuck no.
It's fine.
You gotta pay your dues.
Kid's been in there like a month, okay? You can wait for a trip to
Yeah.
Australia.
If anything, too, they're probably spooning together right now, and Jack's the big spoon, and Jeremy's the nice little one.
Yeah, let me paint you a picture. Right now, it's Jeremy's there working, and Jack's not.
Jack's at another dentist appointment that lasts like 3 days.
Oh. Well, you raise a good point anyway, because Jack was leaving. Like, Jeremy's like, it's just me and you, Jack. And Jack's like, I'm going to San Francisco on Wednesday. So it was just Jeremy there. And I told him, I'm gonna be disappointed if you don't make at least a 2 or 3 minute video of face cam at his desk. Could be whatever. Doesn't even have to be, you know, it's like, what's happening? You finish the video, you get up, just tidy whities, that's it, and you just walk off. Like, why would you not play in your underwear when you're the only person in the office?
Absolutely.
It's just such a waste.
Even if there are other people in the office, why wouldn't you do that at least once?
I'm sure Matt and Jeremy have, you know,
Why?
put in their
Because we have
underwear together.
bungee chairs.
Oh, that's a good point. I have different anatomy, Ryan. I'm sorry.
Yeah. Your anatomy, fine. My anatomy.
You rip your balls off.
Don't do that. I'd like to
be
use
like
those in
Gavin.
the future.
It's true.
All right.
All right, I think that's it.
Well,
we
that's
just got
it.
the straight edge sign, so.
Yeah.
Don't say no to
Thanks,
drugs
guys.
and
Thanks
alcohol.
for coming out.
Thanks, guys.
I'll see you guys in like 10 minutes.
Wow, holy shit, did somebody actually get Michael to stop something on time?
It was himself, which is so crazy. Welcome to
That
the
never happens.
the live stream of RTX, of course, powered by Twitch.
So
I said it. I did the sign.
Yeah, I'm impressed. We followed all the rules. We're good at that sort of thing.
Now screw it. Let's jump off the bridge.
I feel like I'm going to tip over it a little bit. It's actually kind of a low railing.
And
Well,
you're
I'm
on
wearing big
heels,
shoes,
too,
so
yeah.
I'm wearing gigantic
I'm
shoes.
wearing comfortable shoes.
Right. So Meg's wearing Uggs.
Yeah.
In the middle of summer in Australia. So for the dudes out there, Uggs are wool booties.
They're sheepskin.
They're sheepskin with wool inside.
Yes.
And in the U.S.,
yeah,
like movie star people, whatever, like Britney Spears and shit, they like to wear that to get coffee at Starbucks. In Australia, she's wearing house slippers outside in public.
I absolutely am. I
In
bought
the middle of summer.
I bought 2 pairs here, and the reason I wore them is because last night at the premiere, someone told me they got Ryan Uggs. So at the free play panel, I wanted Ryan to feel like we were Ugged out
Yeah,
together.
okay. Did he wear his Uggs?
Yeah, he did. He's got like the standard brown boot that every white girl in America has.
Does he look good in them?
He actually looks pretty good in them, not gonna lie.
Are we gonna give him a white girl card?
Absolutely. He was already talking about going to Starbucks and getting a pumpkin spice latte.
Okay, great. We'll
Yeah.
get him in some leggings,
Yes.
and then we'll go.
Yeah, absolutely. The funny thing is we do that.
Patch trip.
We absolutely go to Starbucks in our leggings and Uggs.
I intentionally wear leggings and Uggs so I can go to Starbucks and fit right in.
Right, exactly. And now I'm wearing them in Australia. It's like the motherland.
Yeah. How hot is it? Are your feet like swampy as shit
No,
right
they're
now?
not. Actually, my feet are totally fine. It's like my hair is getting all fluffy and weird, and it's making me very hot.
I worry about, you know that sheep they found that had been wandering and it
Yeah.
hadn't been
Sheared.
shaved or was
Yeah.
shorn in however many years and was nothing but wool?
Yeah.
I worried about him, but according to your feet, he was fully comfortable.
He was totally fine. If it were dyed black too and they had like some suede on it, he was great. He was doing great. Yeah, it's been really nice. And actually, everything, the panel rooms that we've been in have all been air conditioned. However, my signing was not, and I started to regret my decision there.
Yeah, there are a lot of people here.
Yeah.
It's pretty
very,
crazy.
very cool.
I mean, we knew the numbers, but seeing everybody is really different.
Yeah.
Especially because they all sound a lot cooler than we do.
Oh, I know. Well, some guy today during my signing was like, just want to tell you your American accent's really hot. And I was like, that's the first time anyone has said that sentence ever in the world. No one thinks it's hot.
I've been wandering around doing a couple of errands the last couple of days, and I noticed whenever I'm not around Rooster Teeth people, my American accent slips again.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm like, yeah, g'day.
G'day. Well, it's just easier.
People are like, do I detect a slight accent? Or, like, have you been to the UK or something? I'm like, I'm American. I just want to be you.
I just parrot everything I hear, and I'm
Pretty
impressionable,
much.
and I can't possibly hold on to my own accent. I'm the same way. No, I'm the same way.
Slip. You know what? I slip everywhere I go to, and the problem is I don't slip into the right accent. Like, if, let's say I go to France or to Italy or whatever, I don't slip into an Italian accent. I just slip into a vaguely, maybe sort of European one that's not British for sure. But it's also not correct.
Fair enough.
I like to think it makes me a globetrotter.
Yeah, my problem is that I do it to people, and then I'm worried they think I'm mocking them. Like Gavin's family will talk to me, and I'll be like, "Oh, it was lovely." I don't know why I just said that. I'm really sorry. I sound like an idiot. I'm really sorry.
No, it was great.
It was great. So they all say lovely, and I end up like, I don't know. Every single time, like, stop saying lovely.
Do you ever end up going super American trying to fight it?
Yeah, no, not really.
I'm doing that occasionally here. I'm like, yeah, that's totally sick.
Oh yeah, soup's cool, y'all. Although I say no worries a lot, and I didn't realize that's an Australian thing.
Oh, yeah.
So I've been like, yeah, no worries. And I'm like, oh, people probably think I'm trying to be cool, but that's just what I say.
Yeah, it's like, no worries.
Yeah, no worries.
Yeah.
No worries.
Yeah.
No, it's been amazing. Everybody's been really, really cool. The fans have been really, really fun this weekend so far. We just barely kicked it off, basically. We've had like 2 panels. But
Yeah, it was cool. The biggest thing I've got to catch so far was I saw part of Hex's keynote, and the whole thing, I was like, yeah, my parents also sent me to therapy. They thought I was being recruited into like a cult. And they used to lock the computer room so I couldn't get into it and play games because they were really worried about me. And I learned how to pick the locks. And I would go in there in the middle of the night or when they weren't home and I'd muffle the sound of the modem like with a pillow or a blanket or something so they would know that I was getting online. Eventually they did give up and I just got a computer in my room, but that took a while.
Yeah, it did take quite a while. Very,
and
very
a lot
cool.
of therapy.
See, I had tech-savvy parents who were like, yay, internets, but a very rare case, I will certainly say. I'm thankful I didn't have to, like, sneak into any computer rooms.
Yeah, I feel like that was pretty formative for me.
Yeah. Well, you learned to pick locks. I think you just acquired a cool skill.
I did. To be fair, it wasn't proper lock picking. It was, you get those doorknobs that just have a little circular hole in them.
Ah, yes.
And by pick the lock, I mean, I learned to take the tip off of a Q-tip, because that was the perfect size to fit through the hole
And
and,
just, like,
trigger
poke
the lock mechanism. Yeah.
Fair enough, fair enough.
So that's what I can do. Are you impressed?
Stealth, Ashley Jenkins.
So good at
Q-tip.
this.